When it comes to the terrors that you are likely to encounter in the entity's trials, few compare to today's killer, whose bloodlust and desire to kill may rival that of even the legendary Yamaoka Kazan. The Demogorgon is a creature hailing from the Upside Down, a mysterious and dark dimension that is parallel with our own world. Within this alternate dimension, there exists a myriad of frightening and deadly alien-like creatures, but the Demogorgon stands dominant as its apex predator, which is a big deal in a place where even the plant life wants to kill you. It would appear that the beast has no incentive or drive outside of its insatiable need to kill, which is why this intruder has managed to avoid the entity's ire for so long. For the course of its intrusion into the entity's trials, the Lord of the Nightmarish Realms has attempted to corrupt and conquer the creature's mind on multiple occasions, but it seems that another already has the Demogorgon in its thrall, which would go to explain its mindless drive to kill. The entity has yet to discover who the Demogorgon's master might be, but some believe that they will be meeting in the not too distant future. When it comes to the appearance of the Demogorgon, some would consider it nightmare made manifest. The creature has very humanoid features when it comes to the build of its body. It has 2 arms, each with 4 fingers and a thumb, tipped with razor sharp claws for rending and tearing apart its prey. It has 2 legs that are bipedal in function, which allows the Demogorgon to run on all 4s when pursuing its quarry for greater speed. Before the Demogorgon is fully grown, it moves on all 4s almost exclusively, more akin to a dog than anything else, which in my opinion is why the Demogorgon is best boy, and should now be known from this day hence as Demo Pooch. Once it has reached adult maturity, the Demogorgon fully upright stands at an intimidating 7 foot, but the species has been known to grow larger still when its prey is abundant, and during reruns of that one episode of Firefly with Christina Hendricks. The most interesting and nightmarish part of the anatomy, however, is the Demogorgon's head, which is more alien than anything you're likely to see in the trials of the entity. The entirety of the beast's head and face are reserved to house a maw of razor-sharp teeth, each attached to 5 petal-like appendages that when opened resembles a flower very likely from one of Guillermo del Toro's wet dreams. The bite of the Demogorgon isn't truly what those trapped with the monster should be wary of. For its size, the Demogorgon is unseemly agile, and it demonstrates strength that even the enraged Oni is incapable of replicating. When it emerged from the Upside Down into the human world to hunt, it was capable of decimating entire squads of elite infantry, armed with automatic rifles and grenades, the rounds seemingly incapable of penetrating the Demogorgon's thick hide. Outside of the Demogorgon's incredible feats of strength, agility and survivability, the most interesting quirk it has displayed is the method it has used to dominate the entity's trials. Where some of the killers in the trials are known to brute force their way to acquiring sacrifices for the entity, the Demogorgon chooses another method. It is able to place down flashy, pulsating portals to the Upside Down at 5 locations in a trial. After having strategically placed these portals, the Demogorgon will then use them to outmaneuver and cut off the escape attempts of survivors. The aptitude and ingenuity it has shown in how it effectively uses these portals to ambush and lead hardened survivors into traps does not seem possible for a creature that would otherwise hunt with tooth and claw alone, which is why the entity and Talbot Grimes believe a more sinister master is in control of the beast. If you're unfortunate enough to encounter the Demogorgon in the trials, then be aware that you are being hunted. If you understand that nowhere is safe and that the Demogorgon could be around any corner, then you might make it out alive. Make sure that if you come across any of the Demogorgon's portals, to destroy them. This will greatly impair its mobility, but just make sure to clean your hands straight after. You may want to zigzag too, as the good boy does have a nasty lunge attack that travels further than you might realise, but he really just wants to cuddle. And finally, be careful not to step in any of his poop, as he has yet to be trials trained. All in all, the Demogorgon is one of my favourite killers in Dead by Daylight. It has some of the best hunting and patrol potential of any of the current roster of killers in my opinion, and if you use the right perks with both of the iridescent add-ons, you can become John Cena.
Are you sure about that?
Next time you jump on Dead by Daylight, be sure to give a dog a bone and try out the Demo Pooch. He's a kennel full of fun. I'm more than likely going to be making more of these, so if you want to see them, you know what to do. I hope you're enjoying whatever it is that you're playing, and I will, of course, like always, see you next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.